Hello, beloved, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to see what divine messages the divine wants to give you in this timeless reading. I always remind you, of course, that these readings are generalized. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this video. If you could remember to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign, you will see that you get way more important information than just looking at only your sun sign. I always also remind you that it is important to have your intuition available as I'm doing this reading for you, because your intuition will be working with you. Your intuition will be handling these messages and elaborating the messages as you're receiving them, because your intuition would never lead you astray. Your intuition is like your North Star, that star that is always pointing you in the right direction, always pointing you to the true north where you're meant to be going. Okay, so your intuition is important, as well as using your wisdom and your discernment to really grasp the messages that are here for you. Okay, so we have your messages that are on the table. We have your tarot cards and your oracle cards, which we're going to be using to deliver the messages that the divine wants to give you. It's interesting that as I'm looking over your cards, you have one major arcana card, which is the Magician. I really love the energies of the Magician, because it is that card that reminds you that whatever it is that you're wanting to create, whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest in your life, you have the skills, you have the wisdom, you have the talents and the resources to make whatever it is that you want come true. Now, with the Magician card, it is also the card that reminds us that focus is really important. And not any focus, not just any type of focus. This is mental focus, really guarding what is going in your subconscious mind, what you're watching, what you're consuming. Because what you're watching and consuming will lead your mind to focus on whatever it is that you might not want to focus on. Let me explain a little bit more. So for instance, let's say some of you might just be watching and consuming the news, what's going on in the world, the latest updates about what is currently going on the world scene. And this could lead you to just start manifesting what you don't want, because attention is important. And this is why the news is there, because it is always wanting to win your attention. It is always wanting you to look somewhere else, because your attention is important. Your attention is energy. Your attention is your inner chi that you use to manifest, to create. But the powers be know this, and they know that they can manipulate you in giving your energy to them so that they can use that to create whatever it is that they want to create. So the Magician card is here asking you to understand this and to guard what you're consuming, to guard what you are watching and listening to, because now you know how your inner chi is used to manifest a world that maybe you don't want. So as you're guarding your energies by allowing yourself to focus on where you want to go, what you want to create, what you want to experience in your tomorrow, by guarding that fearlessly, vigorously, you will see that you start being able to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest a lot faster, because you have the energy of the infinity sign that is there. As above, so below. As above in your mind, in your mental space, so below in what you're experiencing and what you're creating in your tomorrow. And our Magician, this is you understanding this on a very deep level and closing the world off, focusing on your light, your energy. Can you see that vibration that is around you, that light that is vibrating around you? And you can see that our Magician here, because she is focused on what she's creating, he's creating. He is not giving his power away to someone else. He is guarding that inner chi, and he is using it to create what he wants to experience in his tomorrow. I was really hearing that message for you loud and clear, because the divine really wants you to step into the energy of believing in magic, believing in what it is that you're creating, believing in your capabilities through where your focus and your attention is. This is really important because this is a powerful time that you're currently living through right now. So you have an oracle card that is telling you about believing in magic. And you have a major arcana card from our tarot that is giving a high five to our oracle card. So we have two cards that are speaking about the same thing, that are pointing you to that inner energy that is able to create and manifest what it is that you want. The energies of manifesting is really loud and clear, because the divine is saying that for some of you, you have really been wanting to create something. Sometimes you're doing a really great job and you're seeing things starting to move, starting to manifest in your life. And then suddenly, for some reason, you lose that focus and you start getting worried about what is going on out there in the world. You start getting worried, and in that worry, you are taking the power away from you and you are giving it to someone else. You are being manipulated to give that energy. So now is you're closing off to the world and to all the unnecessary information that you don't need to know. And you're focusing on where you're wanting to go. The divine is saying that you're going to see that momentum will start building quicker and quicker and quicker. It is like that snowball effect, because you're realizing that there's a difference between being informed and between being completely engrossed in what is currently going on. So yes, stay informed, but do not lose yourself in the manipulation that is currently out there. The divine is really wanting you to grasp this, because there is an energy that is here of the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is that situation where you feel bound and powerless to do anything, bound and powerless to free yourself. This is a powerful card because of the messages that I've just given you. I was telling you about your inner chi and how you can use that to manifest, how you can use that to create the world that you want. And the divine has given you this card where you're starting to see yourself as free, as being capable. Because for some reason, you are seeing yourself like this, bound, unable to do what it is that you want, unable to make the maneuvers, the moves that you want to make, because of the information that was coming in and the information that you were listening to. Because grasp this, the swords operate on the mental plane. The swords are also information. So you can see that there is information that was coming through from the outside world that was binding you, that was putting you under some type of spell even. And in that binding, you were giving your power away. You were feeling powerless. And now as you're starting to sit here and think, actually, this reading makes sense. You are starting to see that the binding wasn't really that tight, because these are only cords, these are only strings. If you want to, since you're in this position of being bound, since you're in this position, you could just choose to say no and break that string that is around you. That string right now is feeling like it is really powerful. It feels like a chain. But the divine is wanting to highlight that it is not a chain. It is just a piece of string, and at any moment you can go from this energy of the Eight of Swords where you feel like this, bound. And you say, no, I am stepping into my power. I'm stepping into that royal energy, because you are having the Queen of Cups that is there. And the Queen of Cups, I told you, you're going from this boundness where you are like this, And you're going to this position now where you are saying no. So the divine is saying, just move your arms, move something and say no and free yourself. And in that freeing yourself, you're stepping into the energies of the Queen of Cups. The energies of the Queen of Cups brings that energy of emotional intelligence, understanding that yes, there are some undesirable things that are going on out there in the world. You're sitting with the discomfort, you're sitting with everything. However, whichever way you're feeling emotionally, you're sitting with that. You're not running away, because you're realizing that your power is not trying to run away from the situation. Your power comes from sitting with that situation. And in sitting in that situation, you can start assessing where the feeling of being bound is coming from, assessing where your power is and what moves that you can make. Because there are many laws that are out there right now that are there taking your power away. But as the Queen of Cups, you're realizing that you are free because you are sovereign. And in your sovereignty, you can choose to make the necessary moves that you need to make, because water flows. Because the Queen of Cups, as you can see, she is sitting in water. The Queen of Cups rules over the domain of our emotions. Our emotions are water. So there's that energy of flowing with your emotions. There is that energy where the divine is saying that you can flow through the current situations that we're going through, and you can get to where you need to be. You can get to where you want to be, because remember, you are the magician. So you choose where you're trying to go, or you choose to stay stuck in your situation. So the divine is really painting a clear picture for you through the cards that we're seeing. And for some of you, there is that journey that you're going through. We have another oracle card from a different deck, and it is bringing that energy of passion. It is that bringing that energy of making some moves. We have our water that is there again. We have that red color that is there again. So there is that balance that is here between your emotion, your passion, your drive, even your anger, and wanting to use that to your own gain. Instead of being angry at whoever is controlling the system, you're saying that no, I'm not going to be angry at you, but I'm going to use my passion, my fire, my drive, my energy to move me towards something new. Yes, it is wild out there right now. It is a wild, wild west out there right now. But despite that, you can make the moves that you need to go. So for some of you, you are making physical moves. Maybe you're relocating, maybe you're changing locations, maybe you're changing whatever it is that you're changing. I feel that there is that energy of feeling that you must do something, because you feel that the energies that we are currently dealing with, they are very changeable from day to day, hour to hour even. And in that moment, you're deciding that, you know what, this is the right time for me to unbind myself from whatever is going on and going on this wild journey that is there, because there is an adventure that is there that is waiting for you. So the divine is saying that there is that feeling. Remember, I told you that you could just be feeling angry. You could just be feeling disempowered. You could just be feeling like my powers are being taken away. But the divine is saying, do not feel angry, because divine justice will always come in at the right time. So whatever is going on out there in the world, you cannot fix everything. All that you can do is maneuver in the way that you need to maneuver in your own life, and inspire other people to maneuver whichever way they need to maneuver in their own life. And whatever injustices that are being done out there, the divine can see, okay? And justice and karma will come and deal with the situations that are going on out there at the moment. So whatever it is that you're experiencing, the divine is saying that remember to believe in magic, and to remember that you are a sovereign being. You are royal. It is your birthright to be free. It is your birthright to choose whatever experience that you want to choose, and then to be wise enough, to be diligent enough, to be powerful enough to go and make it happen. So the divine is saying believe in magic, and then focus on what you want to create. and focusing on what you want to create, you free yourself from a situation, and then you upgrade your status to that royal status of the Queen of Cups. This is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.